welcome to my team building explanation for my team that I've been showcasing in my most recent videos of Pokemon Let's Go online Wi-Fi battles. So this team consists of Mega Blastoise, double pivot of Persian and Primeape, and as well as some T-Wave of support with Electrode and Blastoise bulk, and Executor Leech Seed to protect with Sap, Psychic, and Mega Drain. So yeah, Persian is a Pokemon that I've always wanted to build a team around in this game, so this is the team that I have it built around. So yeah, so you take a look at its moves. We got Thunderbolt, Dark Pulse, U-Turn, and Nasty Plot. So obviously we want U-Turn because we can get momentum with it and always get the upper edge with the game that we're in, because we want to switch into an effective Pokemon when they're going to throw counter out, right? So Thunderbolt is good. So we got Thunderbolt and Dark Pulse for just general coverage for special attacks. This Persian set used to be a physical set with Foul Play, but I changed it because I can hit so many more things with these two moves and does a lot of damage, especially with Nasty Plot up. If I can get this Nasty Plot up, and I can get immunity Dark typing, so I can switch into a Psychic type. If it doesn't do anything to me, I can just Nasty Plot up and get like a lot of kills going with these two moves. And yeah, it's pretty nice. So yeah, next up we got Electrode, which is mainly a T-Wave support, but I also like to use it because it has the highest speed stat for a non-mega Pokemon, and it has that nice taunt, and I like to lead it with taunt because it gets that nice lead support. If you don't want to lead, if they want to get rocks up at the first point of the game, then you can just lead a taunt and it prevents that. And Foul Play is for those pesky ground type Pokemon that like to switch into this thing, and Thunderbolt for general stab and stuff. So yeah, Timid Nature, fastest non-mega in the game. Can't argue with that. Next up we got Primeape. This is the physical attacker of the team. Main physical breaker, you got Ice Punch, Brick Break, U-Turn, and Earthquake. Ice Punch is important because we can break down grass types such as Venusaur, and also dragon types such as Dragonite, which does pretty much KOs Dragonite in one hit, so that's nice. Brick Break for general fighting stab, and also breaks screens such as Light Screen or Effect. Good utility to have. U-Turn for that pivot, you want to get momentum as always, and Earthquake for those fire types and electric types and stuff like that. So yeah, this is pretty useful in a lot of scenarios. Pretty fun to use. Next up, the Alolan Dugtrio, which is a pretty important Pokemon in this team because it has that ground and steel typing, which means which gives an added bonus of walling Zapdos' entire moveset, because Thunderbolt doesn't affect it, Toxic doesn't affect this, and other moves are just resisted. So I can just switch it in on Zapdos, get rocks up, and then just throw some rock slides down, or predict to switch out with Earthquake. There's a lot of things that can happen with this thing. Just the general, a really good support and niche Pokemon. So yeah. Next up, Mega Blastoise. Mega Blastoise is a pretty bulky Pokemon because it has that base. Well, let me show you. It has that base 120 defense stat, base 115 special defense, and pretty good hard hitting with that 135 special attack stat, and not too slow with Pokemon, 78 speed. So yeah, got Scald. Moves up is Scald, Ice Beam, Dark Pulse, and Dragon Tail. Scald is just general stab and also can get a 30% chance of burn, which is good for weakening those physical attackers that basically has their physical attack if you burn them. So, and then Ice Beam is good because you can predict grass types or dragon types that like to switch in, which helps quite a bit in my battles that I've shown. So Dark Pulses for those Psychic and Ghost types that are always laying around in this game. So always gotta have that around because it can help a lot. And then Dragon Tail just to help. It also gets me more rocks chip, and also just helps in general with like setting up, because we don't want like a Mewtwo getting too much Calm Minds or like Swords or like anything else getting a Swords Dance or stuff like that. Just gotta switch them out. And then yeah, and Executor is actually pretty fun Pokemon in this team too, because we've got these two stab moves, Psychic and Mega Drain, and this is pretty good offensive moves, because I've caught so many Venusaurs trying to switch into these grass moves, and I just click Psychic and boom, Venusaur's dead. And yeah, the Venusaurs, and yeah, just in general other grass types. And I run Protect because Protect can like scout for moves, also, as well as increase the value of Leaf Seed, which can be pretty prevalent in which well, yeah, it's pretty useful, especially like I always like to do Leaf Seed and Pivot, which basically means I can Leaf Seed and then predict a super effective move and switch out, and the Leaf Seed will carry on and gain health for all the other Pokemon. So, and yeah, Thunder Wave is pretty good. Thunder Wave support, like I said, you like Thunder Wave something fast, and then these two things can outspeed, or even this can outspeed. It just helps a lot, like for the team. Predict the switch, just T-Wave anything that wants to come out. It's pretty helpful. And actually, I have an alternative to this team. This team is actually the same, except for the fact that the Blastoise is not Mega, and the Pidgeot is here to replace a Primeape, and it is Mega. And we've still got the double pivot, but we've got Heat Wave from things like Melmetal and stuff, which is pretty prevalent in this team. I honestly can't really deal with that too much, so yeah, that's why I made that. So, and yeah, Heat Wave is good because it does around like 75% to Melmetal, if I'm not mistaken, which is really good because Melmetal is pretty bulky and it's a monster. It's really hard, so like this thing like can take 3 double line bashes, which is amazing. So yeah, I got this battle here to show you. So unfortunately I can't show the entire battle because the first part of the recording got glitched out. So I'll just show what I can. I think I can show. So I can show up to the 6-minute point right here. So I'll just show my processes on this battle. So I switch so basically it's just a bunch of weakening down. No Pokemon have died at this point. He has a pretty bulky team with Chansey, Snorlax, and Zapdos and stuff. You just saw right there. So Magna Trio's out. Chansey literally cannot touch Dugtrio if it has a defensive moveset. So I already got my rocks up at this point. Earthquake almost killed that Chansey right there, but he didn't, and he's just trying to soft load. But at this point, I knew that he was going to switch out, so because he knew that Earthquake would kill him, so I would go ahead and go for a Rock Slide, thinking that he wouldn't, like want to like switch, stay in. So he actually, yeah, I actually get the play right there. He switches into his Gyarados, but unfortunately I missed the Rock Slide right there, which is not what I wanted at all. So I have to switch out now because Dugtrio just dies to a waterfall. So I go into my Mega Blastoise here and it was weakened at this point because it switched into the Gyarados before. So waterfall did like 20 damage. It did like nothing. So I just wanted to, I believe I wanted to Skull Up right here, yeah, because I wanted to go for a burn. And he would switch out probably into his Zapdos, but I just didn't. I just wanted to go for the safe play for going for Scald. So yeah, he goes for Says and he goes for Earthquake, which does not kill my Blastoise because it's Bold Nature. If it wasn't Bold Nature, it would have killed it. Probably could have killed it. I'm pretty sure it would have. Probably would have been a roll at that point. So yeah, and unfortunately, I don't get the burn with Scald. Scald has a 30% chance of getting the burn, and I did not get it. So yeah, Blastoise goes down, and you know, I'm just trying to get a KO on Gyarados, so I believe I do go into the Electrode right here. So yeah, let me see here. We go into the, hold on. Let me just like boost this up a little bit. So yeah, I go into the Persian because I can actually just finish this thing off with the Thunderbolt. So yeah, there's a lot of, unfortunately, like there's a lot of stalling in here, but I'm just trying to show the process. So unfortunately, he goes into his right arm right there, which is immune to my Thunderbolt. I just wanted to go for the safe Thunderbolt because I was still trying to test what this guy would do. I was still trying to see his playstyle, like kind of thing. So yeah. So I could just switch into my Executor as he finally got his Stealth Rock up at that point. And then I would just proceed to go for a Leech Seed because I knew that Muck would come in. At this point, he wouldn't predict whatever I would do on my thing. So he does bring in the Muck. He does end up bringing in the Muck as he takes some Rocks Chip, and I can just get the Leech Seed off. So after the Rocks and the Leech Seed, he's lost 1/4 of his health, which is the plan that I had in this team with Executor at least, because you know I can just keep chipping it down and then finish it off with like a Primeape or like a Persian or something. So yeah. I just went for the Protect right here just to stall more Leech Seed turns. Now, I'm thinking that he would go for like a Poison Jab or something. So, yeah, like he just I just protect right there, and he just went for a Poison Jab. So, yeah. Or no, I went for a Crunch actually, because that's why I switched into my Primeape, because I knew that he would just go for the Crunch again. And this is what I was saying about the Leech Seed and Pivot. I would just get the Leech Seed off, and then the Leech Seed would carry on into my Primeape. And this Muck has a lot of HP, so it's gonna transfer that HP to Primeape. And just like that, it's lost almost half of its HP because of just Rocks and Leech Seed damage. And he probably was predicting that I had an Earthquake, so I actually wanted to switch, predict the Zapdos coming in, because it was immune to my Earthquake, and I actually get it right here with this Ice Punch, and that's nice. And I actually get this nice lucky freeze right here. Now, looking at that damage, I was actually thinking that it was a bold Zapdos, or I actually just used the calculator to figure it out. But it was a bold Zapdos, which means that my Primeape should be faster, so I just go for the next Ice Punch right here. As I get this, claim this nice Zapdos for free as a, that pretty much like helped me a lot in this game, getting rid of the Zapdos, because it just allowed my Blastoise and Executor to do more work. Well, Blastoise was dead, but Executor in general. And yeah, this is the part where he brings in his Alakazam, so definitely didn't want to stay in right here. I knew I was predicting him to just go for a Psychic move at this point. So I believe I just go into my Persian right here because it's the added bonus of having my Dark type on the team. And yeah, he just goes for the Psychic. So yeah. I'm just gonna go, I just went for the, the Raw Dog Pulse. Oh man, I'm scrolling too fast here. Yeah, he actually goes into the right on, and that was at around green health right there. he just tanks it. His health went to the red for the first Dark Pulse, and I just finished it off. So that's nice. So Persian is doing pretty good at this point. Killed the Rhydon, which opens more doors up for the Electro to do some work, and not just like, yeah. So he brings in his Chansey on my Persian because, I mean, he knew that was a special attacking Persian, but I had the U-turn in the back, so I U-turned out and went into my Dugtrio, and well, I knew that Chansey wouldn't be able to touch this Dugtrio because it just had Soft Blow, Soft Rock, and like Toxic or something like that. I don't know the last move, but yeah. I just went for an Earthquake. He went for a Soft Boiled, just to heal himself up. But finally, I get the kill on this Chansey after him Soft Boiled stalling. So yeah, that thing is gone, and now it just opens more doors up for Persian and stuff. Because that's the point of killing things. You want to open doors up for other Pokemon to come in and sweep. So yeah. Gyarados comes in, and I can just Rock Slide and finish this off. Yeah, I'm just faster than the Gyarados. With this battle though, he actually takes too long to the point where the time runs out. So, unfortunately, the battle just like, wait, what happened right here? Oh, I missed my Rock Slide. That's right. Unfortunately, I just mixed my Rock Slide there for a second time, and he kills my thing with the waterfall. But I bring in Persian right here. Just goes for the Thunderbolt, and yeah. I couldn't kill the Muk though because Muk is bulky in its special defense, so the Muk just finished off my Persian. Wait, no, I switched out my Persian because I thought that I would still need it for the I saved it for the Alakazam. You gotta always save things because there's a threat out. You don't want to just let the threat sweep. You want to like save things for the threat. So yeah. I just go for the Earthquake because nothing can switch into this Earthquake. And yeah, Muk's gonna go down here. So yeah. And his last Pokemon is the Alakazam at this point, which is the normal Alakazam right now, but he finally Mega Evolves his Alakazam. That's weird because he had his Alakazam out for a few turns. He did Mega Evolve it, but now I guess he wanted to do that. There's one game where actually someone did Mega Evolve their Alakazam and it cost them the game because their Shadow Ball didn't kill my Primeape in one hit, and I just got a nice Earthquake on it and killed it. So yeah. I had multiple Pokemon in the back to kill this Alakazam, so Electrode. Oh yeah, I remember what happened here. Wait, oh yeah, I just ran out of time, so yeah. I ended up winning right there because I had 3 Pokemon to his 1, and Persian would have just finished it off anyway. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this team builder and explanation process. And if you want to see more, just leave a comment on what I should use if you want me to use anything. And yeah, hope you have a nice day.